What is going on, gamers? This is T-Man here, and this is week number 6 for podcasts. Just talking about video games, world of video games, things going on. Things will start picking up the next few weeks because we are now hitting June, the time of Christmas for gamers. There's more this week than there was last week. Somehow last week we managed to go on for a little bit, but actually for a while. But yeah, there's some stuff this week. More than last week, I feel like, but I don't know. I mean, we can start off with something simple. I guess we can talk about Sony announced a state of play, Sony state of play that's gonna be 30 minutes long. That's Thursday at 6 p.m. Sean, don't tell me anything that's in it, by the way, because I'm going to be at work, and I think I'm going to wait to watch anything on it until I get home and react to it. Just tell me, or I told Jared just to message me and tell me if it's worth it. Like, if there's something there that's worth it. You know? And there's been so many leaks going around for it for some reason. Like, Street Fighter 6 going to be there, which I don't know why I'd be at a Sony state of play. That seems kind of weird, but, I mean, I'll take it. Supposedly Resident Evil 4 Remake might make an appearance, might get a teaser at it, which that would be really cool.
What a surprise.
That would be pretty cool. I mean, we're awaiting that. But then there was also leaks about Resident Evil 8 Village with its DLC and Gold Edition and stuff that is coming soon as well. I don't know if Sony... It's only going to be 30 minutes, so it's like they're going to go like either really quick or they're going to take their time with certain things that they're going to announce. Thinking about it now, for some reason, I'm thinking God of War isn't going to be there. I know it's June. I know they want to show us something on the game soon when they're ready, but I feel like it's not going to... I feel like they're going to pull a Horizon Forbidden West, which they made that have its own direct. It was like a 20-minute direct specifically for that game, and I feel like God of War Ragnarok might get the same treatment. I mean, it makes sense.
Oh, sure.
I think it...
I mean, it's going to be a huge game, so yeah, they'll probably give it its own thing without an issue.
I really think, yeah, it makes sense. It's one of the biggest games of the year coming that's been anticipated for a while now, so... but we're supposed to be getting stuff on it soon, but for some reason, I feel like it ain't going to appear in it. I hope so. I mean, it's June. It's only probably a few months out. July, August, September. Rumor has it it's coming out by the end of September. So I hope that... It'd be nice, but I don't know if they're going to show anything on it at this state.
Hopefully the rumors are true.
Yeah, I mean, there's no leaks on God of War being there on the different leaks that are out there, but it'd be nice to see it already, but I feel like it's one of those games that deserves a 20 to 30 minute direct on its own, but I don't want them to show too much. But Horizon Forbidden West, they didn't show too much when they had their direct. It was like 20 minutes or something, and they did a good job at not showing too much of the game, just showing the core mechanics of the gameplay and graphically what it looked like, how it played and stuff. They didn't show much story-wise and such, and I think that's what people are looking for right now. Just anything on the game, you know?
Feel that?
And then Final Fantasy 16 is another I want to see, but I don't know if that's going to be there either. For some reason, like when it comes to like directs and different things, I know we're getting into like the E3 era type of time of the year, but people really need to like temper their expectations, or else they'll just straight up get disappointed. And I think that I don't want to expect too much craziness out of Sony's 30-minute state of play, you know. Any input on anything?
It's always good to have low expectations for stuff like that, just so that way, no matter what, you're at least excited over something.
Yeah, because like
satisfied.
I've been excited a little too much in certain ways of directs in the past, and they've kind of disappointed me. And that's how some people are on the internet and say, "Oh, this direct sucked" or whatever, and it's like, well, temper your expectations and maybe you won't be disappointed. And That's how I was last year when they had a Nintendo Direct or something. I think it was like September last year when they had their Direct, and it was like really freaking good, and I was really surprised. At that time for that. But yeah, we still haven't gotten an announcement for a Nintendo Direct, but I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure it's coming in June as well. Ubisoft and EA, I wonder if they're gonna have any anything going on in June as well, because they tend to do their own thing since there's no E3 as well. I don't know if EA is going to do much, though. I mean, considering what's going on with them as a company right now, I don't know. I mean, what?
Maybe they'll announce a new Battlefield.
No. First of all, that's too early, and second of all, they're still working on a roadmap for Battlefield 2042 and all its bugs and fixes and nonsense still. Like literally, I know there's like a whole list for Battlefield 2042 new roadmap or something somewhere. But they literally like are taking out certain things and adding new things that like people don't want to see, and it's absolutely just silly to me. This was one of my topics in there as well, because they revealed their roadmap for Battlefield 2042. Its long delayed first season content will add a new playable specialist. What's all? New specialist, guided rocket launcher gadget, stealth helicopters, dedicated exposure playlists, premium battle pass. Okay, yeah, season 1. Hang on. There's a thing here on it. Additional details. Battlefield 2042, season 1, 0 hour. New vehicles, new specialists, new map and experiences, premium battle pass. It's funny how they delayed season 1 for their game, and yet there's still bugs that they need to fix, and their player base just isn't going anywhere between 2,000 and 4,000 players, and they're still trying to fix this stuff while they're releasing season 1 finally after 6 months.
It's long enough, shit.
It's just
quite embarrassing.
It is. Premium Battle Pass plus 20 tiers, access to all premium tiers for exclusive instant rewards, advanced 20 tiers, premium Battle Pass without tiers, access to all premium tiers for exclusive instant rewards. I just don't see the point. Like, they're trying to bring back their fan base, but it's not working. We keep bringing this up.
Bringing it back with a cash grab.
I keep thinking, like, we keep talking about Battlefield 2042 like every week, and it's silly to me because it's like something comes out for this game like every week, and it's like, why? I mean, well, they had to do something about the game, and they're trying to fix it and trying to make it good, but even with season 1, there's still so many bugs and issues that I feel like it's too late. You know, Battlefront 2, EA got lucky. They got real lucky, and that's only because it was Star Wars. That's only because it was Star Wars the game got saved. Battlefield, though, I mean, first of all, it came out at the same time Halo Infinite did. Granted, Halo Infinite's kind of dead now, too, unfortunately, but it's not broken, at least. It's not a broken game. It's just the development team with Halo, they promised this, and this, and they take too much time. It's annoying to me. Any thoughts? Cameron, how about you?
With the Halo thing, honest, if I'm fine with developers and stuff taking their time on stuff in terms of like making it, because I'd rather it take a long time and be good rather than it being out like now and being like buggy and
of course. Yeah, and that's what happened with Battlefield. But Halo released in a good state because it was delayed by a year already because it was supposed to launch with the Series X and Series S. And it launched and it was good, but then it lacked the content, and Season 1 took... actually, Season 1 didn't take that long. Season 2 is out now for Halo Infinite, but Season 2 even doesn't come with what people want as the co-op, the campaign co-op, and certain things that certain modes or things that are not there yet. I haven't even revisited the game for Season 2, even though I feel like in a way I want to, but at the same time I don't know. They got the interest. I guess it just lacks.
Right.
As for
Yeah, I
Battlefield,
guess that's fair.
I'm glad with Battlefield that I never ended up playing that game. I remember the trailers almost convinced me to buy the game. Thank goodness I didn't. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's that stuff. Any other comments on that stuff? I'm just kind of explaining everything going on with Battlefield and such. You know.
I'm just looking over info of what's going on with the gaming world at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Thing to add in here.
Yeah. Battlefield's trying, but I don't know. A lot of people still aren't happy, and I can't blame them. I can't blame them at all. As for the Sony State of Play, I mean, is there anything you want to see? Whether it be remasters, remakes, whether it be something new, anything you want to like see Thursday?
I mean, it's unlikely, but I would like to see that too.
You want to see what?
I doubt. I want to see more on Fallen Order 2, but I doubt we can get anything on it.
Not a Sony State of Play, no. Jedi Survivor, yeah. We just got a teaser, and it's not going to come out until 2023. That was another thing that I wanted to bring up, too, was Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Hey, Riskier. First off, I want to know who that guy is in the trailer. He's one of the race, like, from the race of the dudes from Revenge of the Sith, and is he the one that wielded the red lightsaber in the trailer? Was it that guy?
I'm looking it up.
Okay, yeah.
Check.
And then there's a guy in a Bacta tank or whatever you call him as well. It's like, okay, who the heck is that? Is that like a fallen Jedi?
I've heard rumors. I've heard rumors that that's like the first city of clone, which that would be sick to see.
The first
I've
what?
heard rumors that the guy in the back to tank is supposed to be like the first Sidious clone, because you know how like in Mandalorian, like you see all like the different clones of Sidious.
Yeah.
Like that's what a lot of people are. What I hear from a lot of speculation. That's what I keep seeing.
Talking about Star Wars? No, we're talking about just game stuff in general. Star Wars Jedi Survivor was announced, and that was one of our topics we're talking about riskier. The trailer, you can tell just by the trailer alone, even though it wasn't gameplay, that you can tell you can kind of tell it's 5 years later and that Cal is older. I think it's it was a good trailer. I mean, it was a great trailer. I was a little disappointed that it's not coming out this year. I was hoping it was this year because it was rumored it was going to be this year, but you know, there wasn't. Unfortunately, it's next year, and that's fine because it's also going to be next gen only, which we did talk about this a little bit in the past, that we're almost 2 years into the current gen consoles, which I'm calling them now. I'm not calling them next gen anymore because we're almost 2 years in. And yes, people are having a hard time getting one, but the thing is if you actually dedicate the time or have connections, go to your local retailer, meet someone that works there, you know, in electronics or whatever. Frickin' follow Wario64 and Jake Randall on Twitter and stuff for notifications on when there's directs and things for drops. Like, you just got to work at it to get a console, which that does suck. But again, it's not that hard. It might take time.
It's true. I barely work at all.
Oh, well, that's, you know, I work in retail, so that's not fair. But
I know.
That was definitely not fair for us.
Yeah, no, I'm not counting that when you have connections and stuff. If you don't have a connection to like a retail worker or something, like there's still people on Twitter that 24/7 help people and let them know when there's drops for consoles and stuff. And even GameStop just did a drop like this previous weekend. And the websites now compared to a year ago actually have a good system now for all the websites when consoles drop.
It works.
Yeah, they actually work apparently at this point. So it's that's a good thing, and I really think it's time. Come next year, we're gonna start seeing more and more games slowly easing into only being on the current gen consoles and not the previous gen consoles. Definitely, you can't keep them on
Talking
previous.
about stopping, they're talking about stopping PS4 games in 2025. I think it was
25.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That they're
altogether.
phasing them all out
25.
by 25.
Okay.
But they're
Well,
saying about half of the catalog, half of the total catalog is going to be on PC or mobile, is what I heard.
Makes sense. And I think some of their first party, like big titles, a good chunk will be only on current gen and not on previous gen come like next year or the year after. Because I think Spider-Man 2 is already confirmed, I think, only to be next current gen. I keep saying next gen, but they're still calling it next gen for whatever reason. But,
Yeah, I mean, you have to. You got to keep up with what's going on.
yeah. And I remember it took me 3 weeks to get a PS5, which that was a pain. But I mean, I really wanted one when I got one, so whatever. It took time, but I mean, sometimes patience pays off as long as you put in the work of trying to get one. Like I had a dude on the Facebook that was in a comment section related to Fallen Order 2 Jedi Survivor being next gen only, because I said something about being able to get a console. If you put in the work, it's not that difficult. It really isn't. It might take you 2-3 weeks or whatever, but there's drops every single week. There's drops every like 3 to 4 days on sites and stuff, and it's like follow these people on Twitter and certain YouTube pages and stuff that do this stuff like as a job to help people get their consoles. If you just put in the work, you'll get a game system. You know, if you have the money. And someone like yelled at me for it. I'm like, dude, saying that I had no life and stuff. I'm like, dude, like, I'm sorry. I do have a job actually and have some form of a life. Sorry, dude. But I got my consoles because it's not that hard to get one. You just got to put in a little
You just
effort.
put the effort in.
Yeah. Exactly.
It is just annoying, and I understand people's frustration with it. It's so obnoxious to have to put forth so much effort of like constantly checking your phone, checking like Twitter or whatever. Like that gets exhausting after a while, just constantly having to check everything just to get a damn console.
Oh, absolutely.
That got
no
so
doubt.
annoying. That's why
Yeah.
That's why I never started it until I actually ended up getting one. That's because I worked in retail, so I knew when we got them.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, that's how it was for me with my PS5. I was at work constantly. Whenever there was, and then like Walmart would say 3 p.m. at this time, blah 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 on the site, and then I'd be in the middle of doing a frozen truck or something, and like I'd be on my phone trying to get a PS5, and it was like ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And then it's funny enough, there was a point on Walmart that I got into checkout, and then I'd click to pay or whatever, and then somehow it didn't go through, and that was ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But the same thing happened with my Series X. I mean, that was Black Friday. And it was supposed to drop at 6 a.m. I think, and they didn't drop till like 8 a.m. because the websites kept crashing because 100,000 people over that on the frickin' site, and the people doing shipped, or I think it was, or no, the pickup people, they couldn't do their job till like noon, which was hilarious. People trying to get their groceries ordered and they couldn't get on the site till noon. Took like 4 or 5 hours at least. It was ridiculous. Half the people don't even know what Meijer is.
That's true. Meijer is basically like a Walmart, but it's a little different.
Yeah.
Like a Midwest.
Like
a Midwest Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it only in the Midwest? Or like in Michigan?
Yeah. It's in like 7 or 8
Looking
states.
at the map, it's like Michigan and then to the right. And that's basically a little bit in Ohio too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, isn't there a Meijer in Illinois?
Might be by now. It's been a while since I checked the map. But yeah, like places like Florida and like Louisiana, no, they ain't got it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Tommy, we were talking about Battlefield 2042, by the way, just a few minutes ago, and how they released a roadmap for season 1, and how they're trying to fix it, and add different things to try and attempt to have their players back and such. And they season 1 with a new specialist and vehicles and different things, but it's not everything that people want, I believe. From what I've heard, it's what they're adding and stuff isn't even what everyone wants. Tommy, what do you think? I know you're in the comments and big Battlefield person. I don't know if you've seen anything on the whole season 1
No,
thing.
it's his favorite game.
It's trash. It's trash. No saving. Exactly. No, he's right. There's no saving the game. It's done.
I think at that point they should just dump it and move on to the next one. At that point.
They did say they were going to do another Battlefield, but oh my gosh.
Xbox Bethesda showcase announced for June 12th.
We already knew about that. We talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Talking about what was released 5 hours ago.
5 hours? Why is that even on there? Yeah, we've known about the 90-minute showcase. We've been talking about it for a couple, 2-3 weeks.
Maybe something changed. I don't know.
Nah. Been 2-3 weeks or whatever.
Yeah, I can see if something changed particularly about it.
Oh yeah. Speaking of like the whole console thing, there's people also upset at the fact that there's rumors now. Well, it's not just rumors. These are pretty much factual things that late 2023 or late 2024. I'm gonna assume 2024 because that would be 4 years into the consoles. That we're gonna get a PS5 Pro and a new Series X/S or whatever, a Pro version of that stuff. Yeah. What, Sean?
I don't get why they're already talking about making a new one when they can barely even produce enough of their own.
I know, right?
Yeah.
They're worried about making the Pro when they can't get out the regular one out to everybody yet.
Exactly.
And not to mention Xbox, no one needs another micro fridge.
At this point, it's like wait for the PS5 Pro whenever that comes out. At this point, because you're almost better off to get that on release.
At this point, yeah, especially because the only games on PS5 that are not on PS4, that you can't play on PS4 are Demon Souls. That might be it. A lot of them are on PS4. Actually, to be honest. That might be it. Other than next-gen versions. There's next-gen versions of most of their games. But a lot of their games are still on PS4. Horizon Forbidden West is on PS4. God of War Ragnarok is confirmed to be on PS4. So, and I think that was the big reason why they did that. Because a lot of people can't get a console still. And the chip shortages and different issues. So, I don't know, but unfortunately, it makes sense for 2024 to be the year for pro consoles and stuff because if you look at the roadmap of the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, 4 years into those consoles, 3 to 4 years, they got pro upgraded versions, so it makes sense. I do think it sucks. I mean, I would hope for like 5 years, before an upgrade, but here's another thing. When it comes to the new consoles, what are they how much more are they going to add into them for them to be pro versions or whatever when they can't even use the full tech of what's in them now? They're still not there yet.
Yeah, not to mention there's already a shortage on processors for things anyway as it is, so it's going to take forever for those to come out too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the PS5 is supposed to go 60 FPS or 120 FPS, 8K or whatever, and I don't ever see that,
Plus, not to mention your TV don't support it right now because
there's no need for 8K. There's absolutely no need at all when 8K isn't even affordable at all, or for everybody.
I mean, I understand the concept of the future proofing, but beyond that, I don't really understand.
Yeah, no. Comments?
And for some reason, Elon Musk posted his Elden Ring stats. I don't know why.
Oh, jeez. Goes to show how popular that game is. Still, people are still playing it like crazy. Honestly, it amazes me how much people are still playing Elden Ring, and it's been out for a month and a half now, or 2 months.
And he's only level 111.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty low.
That's surprising. Sorry, I side noted you.
No, you're good. about the whole next gen thing and stuff like that. Cameron, you got anything to say? About the pro consoles and stuff.
No, not that I can think of. I mean, my thoughts are pretty much the same as yours. I don't think they really need them right now, or anywhere in the next few years. There's just nothing that pushes the technology of it yet.
Yeah, I don't really, I don't get it. I mean, the PS5 truly revolutionized the game console's tech, and the Series X did really well as well. So I don't really see why they would necessarily, like, I understand wanting to make money and stuff, and it's a business, but what more can you
Games that are worth the tech that's in there.
yeah, what more can you add in there? You know, games are already next gen titles are already $70. They're $10 more than they used to be as it is, depending on the game. So they're making more money of a profit there, $10 more per major first party games or whatever. So I don't know. I don't really get it.
It just doesn't make any sense. They should wait till they can actually get a decent enough production of consoles to where they're not like you can actually like put them out on a shelf and somebody can
Yeah.
buy them, or
Yeah.
like they're in such high quantities to where anybody can go in a store and they not have to worry about them being out of console.
Yeah,
Like,
because
it's just it's way too early.
Yeah.
And I agree with what you say about the whole. It's like, what else can you do? It just makes no sense for them to do all that now.
Mhm.
Or this early into it. Like they already came out with a new or they can't even sell enough of their own console because, or they can't sell, or they're selling too much of it, honestly,
Yeah.
because they can't keep up with the production.
Yeah.
So
it was like that for the Switch for a little bit. You couldn't find them in stores because everyone wanted one. When the whole everything hit the fan and stuff, you know, everyone wanted a Switch because it was a good family thing, a good thing for people to stay home and play with their families and different things. And the Switch, it blew up, you know, it exploded a couple of years ago.
Tommy said he heard a rumor about a new Bioshock and Metro game.
Oh yeah, I never really played Metro Exodus, so, but Bioshock, I want to see it. I absolutely want to see it. We haven't heard anything. We haven't heard anything on a new Bioshock in forever. It's been like a year at least or something since we've heard anything on a new Bioshock. It's been a
I
fact.
actually played Bioshock 2 this morning. Or this afternoon before I went to work. I was playing Bioshock 2. I am still pissed with it. For some reason, because I have Bioshock 2 remastered, for some reason, my game just keeps crashing like 5 minutes into playing it.
Oh, jeez.
Playing it. I don't...
That sucks.
It might be because the game's running at 144 FPS. Maybe I
That's
should
Yeah,
possible.
that might be
I
why.
should probably cap it at 60 and see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just keeps crashing. Annoying.
Test a couple.
I just want to
things.
finish the playthrough.
Yeah. Before the next Bioshock comes out, I'm definitely gonna play the 3 games again. They're just so good. I played them 2 or 3 times. They're really good games. And Bioshock 2 had, I think it was 2 that had multiplayer, and its multiplayer was actually pretty fun. It was really good. It had some pretty fun multiplayer. Honestly, if they are coming out with a new Bioshock, focus on the story mode for sure. But I think they should definitely do a multiplayer. Because I think it would be fun as heck. I think it'd be awesome. Like letting someone, especially if they did something similar to like, I don't know how they would do it. Maybe in a smaller area, to be able to do something similar to like a horror game where someone plays as like a big daddy, and everyone like I don't know, because there's the guns and stuff. It's first person and all that. So, never mind. I'm getting ideas in my head for like spin-off crap and stuff. That's a whole different level of things I'm thinking of with Bioshock.
I told you Big Daddy would have been good in Smash.
That would have been nice, but Smash has been over. So, I got my characters with Sora, so that's all I needed.
PlayStation All-Star.
Yes, we do. We want a PlayStation All Star, dude. I'd break another chair if PlayStation All Stars 2 became a reality. I'd break another chair, like I could not. Sean, what?
Oh, we're being asked about Smash news.
Yeah, which I don't know why, because there's nothing on Smash. Smash is done.
And
Completely done.
Minecraft 1.19.
I wouldn't know. You guys probably haven't played Minecraft in a while.
Yeah,
Wouldn't know.
it's been a fat minute, sadly.
Yeah.
Actually, I've played Minecraft recently.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I haven't
Yeah.
touched it.
I played it with my sister, but I mean, all we really did is go and like mine some stuff. We found like a really giant cave, but that's about it.
Yeah, I don't know what the
Sounds like
updates.
Minecraft.
I don't know what the updates change. So I don't look into Minecraft like that. Oh geez, there's more Bloodborne rumors again. Of course. That someone's
Yeah, I
like,
can understand
someone's
that.
like leaking Bloodborne frickin' coming to PS5 or whatever. False remastered rumors spread like wildfire all over Twitter. I'm trying to find the whole tweet thing here. It's because it's talked about a lot. Like you don't. I don't even know if you guys. You probably do understand like how much this game would sell with a remaster. Bloodborne is one of the most popular first-party PlayStation games of all time. Like people love Bloodborne a lot. Like people want this so bad. And people keep like making fake leaks about it. Someone tweeted Bloodborne Remastered is coming to PS5 in August 2022 and PC in Q2 2023. It comes with a wide range of enhancements including 60 FPS, native 4K resolution, and ray-traced reflections. Bluepoint Games is leading the development with Nix's software. But that might be a fake tweet. So, probably.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Exactly, yeah. But I don't know if Bluepoint is working on anything right now, because I think they're kind of secretive, and they did the Demon Souls remake. It's been 7 years since Bloodborne came out, so realistically, yes, they could, although the game still looks good, yeah, they absolutely could do a remaster. I think Bluepoint should do it, and I think that if it was announced soon, I'd lose my mind, because I love Bloodborne. I haven't played it in a long time. Like, it's not one of my favorite games of all time. Elden Ring is one of my favorite games of all time. But maybe that could change if I play it more on PS5 with a better resolution and better frame rate.
Has there been any talk about Twisted Metal coming to PS5? I forget.
I haven't heard really anything. I heard they're going to do a show. I guess they're going to do the
We should
Twisted
bring
Metal.
that to PS5. That'd be good.
Mark, have you ever played Twisted Metal?
Metal?
No?
No.
Mark's never played
I
I
Twisted
think
think I
Rally did.
almost bought Twisted Metal Black when it was on the PS4. But other than that, I don't recall. Because like I feel like when those games were super popular, I was too young. I couldn't play them. So I don't know. For some reason, it always seemed kind of interesting. I just never personally played them like I hadn't with as many other freaking popular games.
Oh my gosh, no. Don't do that.
Sweet.
Hey, now I can show something.
There you go.
Yeah, this was a fun game. I don't know if I ever had finished it or not because like it's kind of crazy, but yeah, fun freaking game on the PS3, man. I like Twisted Metal. It was cool. What got me to actually play Twisted Metal was, in fact, PlayStation All-Stars. PlayStation All-Stars is what made me play that. PlayStation All-Stars made me play a few different games back in the day because I didn't know what the characters were, really. Cameron, have you ever played Twisted Metal?
Nope,
Oh, really?
never even heard of it.
Dude, you should play it with your wheel.
At
You should play it with your wheel.
not
Oh, right.
No, seriously, I think Twisted Metal would be a lot of fun with your wheel because you're in a vehicle the whole time. It's essentially
Oh, so it's a card game.
yeah, but it's not racing. It's like Derby. Like you blow each other up with guns on the vehicles and explosions and rockets and
Demolition Derby with guns.
yeah, it's crazy. It's fun though. Twisted Metal's pretty fun. I'm pretty sure you can get it on Steam. I don't know if it's cheap or anything though. I have no idea, but it's
Okay, I'll check it out.
it's neat. It's a classic for sure. You've shown Twisted
Honestly,
Metal.
demolition derbies with wheels are just not good. I tried playing Wreckfest with the wheel. It works, but it's so annoying. I'd rather just use a controller on that game.
I don't know how Twisted Metal would be with it or not. I have no idea. It's a classic,
Party.
but I don't know how it'd be with a wheel.
What?
Twisted Metal.
What about Twisted Metal?
That's Twisted
No, this,
Metal.
right here. Can you see it? Or are you watching this?
No way. I'm on my phone. No, I can't.
Oh,
my
okay.
goodness.
Oh, I could see that. No, I've seen gameplay of it before. Like I know how the game like plays. I just like I said, I've never personally played it. Like I've seen videos on it. I know of the main character. I forgot his name, but I know.
I forgot his
of,
name even.
Like, the game. I forget. I remember. I recall.
I just know he's a clown.
Like knowing about the game. I just never played it.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't remember
Pennywise.
his name. No, not Pennywise. But he's
Wait,
like
I'm
he's
looking
like
it up.
he's a
It's
jack
nuts.
he's a jacked clown. Like he's like muscular.
What is
Yeah.
his name? Oh,
Yeah, see I couldn't remember his name for the life of me. Definitely.
want a balloon animal.
let me see here.
Sean's trying to find it, I think.
Yeah.
So am I.
Um,
It's driving me nuts.
I wouldn't know. It's been way too long. Way too long. You know, honestly,
Sweet Tooth.
Sweet Tooth.
Sweet Tooth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet Tooth.
You know,
Yep. That.
I wouldn't complain if we just got a remaster version of PlayStation All-Stars. Because the company that made the first one shut down. So, yes, a different company could pick that up and make another one and it'd make money, but they could even just port the PS3 game to the PS5 or PS4 and PS5, you know. Just port it. I'll buy it. I'll buy it again. Cuz you can only play it on PS3. I mean, what's the fun in that? I haven't booted up my PS3 in over a year. Probably a couple of years, at least. It's been a long
Mine's in
time.
a box.
Currently playing PS3.
Cameron
I
is.
shockingly have
Cameron
mine
is. Yeah.
set up. It's right on my feet.
You
Yeah,
what?
I'm playing
Set up,
Gran
it's right on my
Turismo
feet,
5.
but I haven't used mine in a few months.
Well, you know what? You know what I got? You know what I got? Ha ha ha.
I have a PSP too, so haha.
Yeah, I have one of those Macs left.
Well, technically it's my
I have
brother's,
one.
but
Wait, where is it?
technically it's my brother's, but maybe he'll give it to me when he moves out or whatever. Cause I don't know.
It's over here somewhere. I know it. Where is it? Now it's gonna drive me nuts.
Oh yeah,
Oh, good.
the games for PlayStation Plus for June was technically leaked. I know I messaged a couple of you about it. God of War,
Yeah.
which is on the PlayStation Plus collection, but technically I don't think PS4 players have access to that. So I guess it's a smart move for them. There's his PSP. I guess it's a smart move
I'm
for
gonna
them
Assassin's
to.
Creed for it.
Nice. Oh, you even have a case with the stuff. That's cool. Yeah, I have.
Yeah, here it is.
I've got a PSP.
As of right now, at least from what he's found, Final Fantasy 1, which I gotta play. Oh, Sean, you found yours too. Everyone's just finding their PSP. That's funny. Except Mark. Except Mark. I didn't realize everyone still had a PSP. That's awesome.
I don't remember where I put it.
I got mine for free.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah,
mine was.
I did.
mine.
I did
Baxter
too.
and
Mine
Colonel.
with my sisters.
I got
I
mine
did too,
for
mine with
free,
my sister.
technically,
Yeah,
because
mine
I
too.
got gifted it from my
Oh yeah.
dad's aunt.
So Final Fantasy 1, which I want to play. I've never actually really played much of it. I love the music in it though. The music's fantastic.
But
The legendary Mark. Where'd you go? Mark.
he's digging
I'm
for
here.
his.
Yep, I have that. I have that game. Too,
Obviously.
I'm trying to dig for it.
See, I don't
can't
know.
find
See,
it. It's
see,
driving me nuts.
I don't know if
I give up.
I don't know if my brother like would end up giving me this stuff or if like I'd have to buy it off him and pay him like just like $100 or something. Then we got Dissidia. So.
Oh, yeah.
I have that too. My dad 100% is that too.
For whatever
My
reason,
dad's got,
for
like,
for
more
whatever
than 100
reason,
hours to 200 hours.
for whatever reason, Sims 2. I mean,
Why
That's
not?
an old one.
and then God of War: Chains of Olympus. So,
Play that.
so those are the ones at the moment that he's found. I know we had Tomb Raider, and we had Need for Speed, like or Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift or something on it. One of those we had as well for it, but I don't know where they are. Well,
Which
he
Tomb
doesn't.
Raider that is?
I don't know which one it is.
What the?
I'm not sure which
Yeah,
one it
'cause
is,
there-
honestly. It was one of the old
There's
ones,
like
so I know.
12 different Tomb Raiders.
Yeah.
I hold on. I gotta check my Steam.
Mm-hmm.
See what's going on.
All right, Tomb Raiders. There's
A lot.
including names that are games that are named Lara Croft. There's Lara Croft and Guardian of Light, Lara Croft Temple of Osiris, Lara Croft Go, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider,
Raider.
you know, 2013 one.
Yeah.
Tomb Raider 1, Tomb Raider 2, Tomb Raider 3, Tomb Raider The Last Revelation, Tomb Raider Chronicles, Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness, Tomb Raider Anniversary, Tomb Raider Legend, and Tomb Raider Underworld.
Wow.
There's a lot of Tomb Raiders.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. Definitely.
There's still some ones on Steam. I'm not sure if there's any others.
No, this is gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna go find it. I will be back in like 2 seconds.
Okay.
Okay. He's digging.
He's gonna dig for his PSP because everyone else showed their PSP. I'll show you mine if you show me yours, right?
We whipped it out, dude.
He's like, "Where's my PSP? Everyone else showed me theirs." Jeez. He's gonna go. He's on a
the
mission.
gaming news. Yeah.
He's on a mission. I got a couple more things still, but I figured I'd wait it out because Mark disappeared. You know.
That's fine. I'm just seeing what else is new.
Jared says Naruto, Boruto, Shinobi Strikers is garbage, but I mean it'll be free apparently. So, technically,
Hey, if it's free, I'll try it.
yeah, exactly. And technically, it's kind of like Xenoverse, but Naruto, but less good. So you know, I told him, I mean, it's free. You know, I said if Sean tries it, I'll give it a whirl. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, I'll probably try at least once.
Yeah.
See if it's worth anything.
Yeah, and you're probably gonna make some random female chick with a weird name or something. I can only imagine. But then again, Xenoverse, did you even make a female? You only made one character in Xenoverse 2, right? It was a dude.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I made like
Oh, no,
seven, but I made all of them, but I only mained in one.
Okay. Yeah.
What was his name? I'm trying to remember now.
I know you had Jock and Muddy. you... Cameron.
Yeah, Jockin. That was his name. Jock and my dick.
Yeah, Cameron. That was his main character's name in Xenoverse.
That's amazing. 2 thumbs up for me.
I feel like I hear Mark somewhere. And then Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl is going to be free for PlayStation Plus players as well. I don't know if that's going to be the PS5 game or the PS4 game, but regardless, that is a smart decision for sure because that game has been pretty dead. Sure, they've been adding DLC, they're adding content, but without voice acting and stuff, Nick All-Star Brawl has been kind of... I'll bring that back up when Mark comes back.
False Bloodborne rumors have remastered. Rumors spread like wildfire.
Yeah.
It's false.
Yeah. That's what I figured. Yeah, it's all false. I don't get why Sony, like, I'm starting to think Sony just doesn't want to do it, but it would make money. I would pay full price again for Bloodborne for PlayStation 5. A physical copy. 100%. Jared did it with Ghost of Tsushima. If it's a game that you love, I mean, heck yeah, you know? Mark just cannot find his PSP. I wonder if he can still hear us right now. I think he took his AirPods out, though.
That lawsuit against Blizzard is still going on strong, apparently.
The lawsuit? Oh, still? Jeez. Wow.
Yeah, there's an article about it.
I give up for now, but I'm finding it.
Just find it
out next time.
Just find. Oh yeah, Mark. I said, you're like, you're like, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. To all of us, essentially.
Exactly.
Oh.
No, it's gotta be in here somewhere.
Well, Mark, I was gonna mention. I think it's awesome that Nick All-Star Brawl, if that's true, that's gonna be for PlayStation Plus. That's a smart idea, because the player base has been pretty dead. So I think that's gonna get a lot more people to play the game. And sure, it doesn't have.
Yeah, it'll get a lot more.
I mean, it does, and it doesn't have voice acting yet, but it's going. They already confirmed, the developers did, that in the future it's going to. So that's, that's really good.
Yeah.
Like, I know you're
Yeah,
gonna try it.
definitely.
I know you're gonna play it. I have no doubt you're
Yeah.
gonna play it because it'll be on PlayStation
sure.
Plus. You know. I have no doubt you're gonna get. Justin's gonna download it. Tommy maybe.
At the very least,
James and
at
Phil.
the very least, I'm gonna add it to my library.
Yeah, James and Phil will definitely probably download it. I think everyone's gonna download it to try it. I think it'd be a fun game for all of us to play. You know, like online, because the online's pretty good. I believe. I believe the online is pretty solid for it. It's better than Smash. I can tell you that much.
Oh, you motherfucker! I just found the actual PSP box, and now it's taunting me.
Like an ex-girlfriend, it's
Literally.
taunting you.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Up in my closet, it's just taunting me.
I wonder what Cameron wants to go do.
Shinji Hashimoto is retiring from Square Enix.
Is that one of the big three? There's three.
He's one of the big producers who worked on Final Fantasy and a couple other things.
Well, he's not the director, so that's okay.
No, but he's been there for a fat minute.
Yeah, true. So that's.
Let me see here.
Everybody's got to retire eventually, I hope. When are we gonna get our GD stream? Tomorrow night, actually. Riskier. Tomorrow
Actually
night.
reminds me, what is that new game? Seeing commercials for it all the fucking time.
As long as work goes good anyway, and I feel good, then yeah, GD tomorrow night for sure. I had a couple more things, but obviously I want to wait for Cameron and all to talk a little about, or we can talk about them a little, and then I'll mention them. Cyberpunk, rumor has it. Yeah, I'm going to Cyberpunk. I'm going there. Yeah, I feel like I'm talking about Battlefield, but I'm not. Cyberpunk seemingly is going to end its content next year after its first expansion. After only its first expansion. It's not even going to continue its DLC after its first expansion. And it seems that Cyberpunk might end up ending early next year, and they want to move, and the development team might just move on to, Witcher 4, which is being worked on currently. It's pretty.
Is that just an admission?
That'll be cool because of the success of the show.
Well, yeah, Witcher 4 better be freaking good. They better have learned from Cyberpunk, because Witcher, listen, Cyberpunk was something new, okay? CD Projekt Red had a good, they have a good team, and they had a good reputation. Cyberpunk screwed them up bad. So, listen, if Witcher 4 ends up releasing and it's buggy, oh, they're gonna get hell for it from the fans. You don't mess with Witcher. Like, that is not something that you mess around with, like, that you screw up, I mentioned, Cameron, Cyberpunk. I don't know if you played it. I actually still haven't, even though you can find it for $5, like, at places randomly.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen it for $5. I just never ended up buying it. Not recently, but like the holiday season and stuff, you can find it for $5. Which is silly, like a physical
I'll
copy.
pick it up then, probably.
Yeah. I probably should next time I see it for $5. But I was gonna say Cyberpunk apparently come early next year, like after its first expansion, I guess they're going to probably end content for it. They're not going to go out with their plans of adding more expansions and multiplayer, because they were going to add multiplayer and stuff, and it seems like Cyberpunk's going to end up ending and the team's going to move on.
I'm not surprised.
Fire in a dumpster so much until you just give up on it. It's just that's how it is.
That's what they should do with Battlefield.
Yeah. I know, right?
That's what frustrates me most is these companies, they work hard, and it's not the development team's fault, it's the publisher's fault for wanting to push out a game unfinished so they can make some money as soon as possible. But it's like, little do these people understand that they will make way more money if they release a finished product, because they will get more people to buy it and more people to play it. If Battlefield 2042 would have been a finished product, I probably would have played it. If Cyberpunk would have been an awesome finished product at launch, I would have absolutely played it right off the bat.
Is Cyberpunk published by EA?
No. Cyberpunk is CD Projekt Red that does the Witcher games.
Oh, okay.
It would have made sense if EA made it, because of how
it launched. And it's not a bad
Yeah.
game. It's story, it's
Seems like a
characters,
typical EA
it's
launch.
gameplay. It's all pretty good. It just was such a buggy mess. They promised, like, when it first released, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One version were broken. You couldn't even, they were unplayable. And they because they showed gameplay for next gen only and said that it was previous gen. So they lied to their fans. They lied to the player base, saying that this was the version they're getting and what they're looking at. And they lied completely. And when a company does that, it's absolutely disgusting and stupid that they are freaking lying to the people that are going to be buying their product just so they can make money. It's stupid.
Apparently, Cyberpunk just saw a 600% sales spike following their next gen update.
Sales spike. Oh, well, when the next gen version dropped, it makes sense. Yeah, that was a couple months ago though.
600%.
It was a couple months ago.
Apparently, they're talking about now.
Well, the next gen version dropped a couple months ago, and when it did, yeah, there was a lot of people waiting for that version because that was the superior version. Because the PC version even launched with a lot of messiness, and the last gen version was terrible. Even people were playing it on next gen, and it was running when it came out, but it was not what it should have been. You don't like being part of Gen Z.
And Witcher 4 has entered pre-production.
This is good. This is good. Definitely. Absolutely. That's why I was mentioning before Cameron came back, if The Witcher 4, like, it's not Cyberpunk, this is Witcher. If The Witcher 4 releases and it's buggy, or well, Witcher 3 has some bugs, but I mean not like Cyberpunk bad or EA bad. Like, if Witcher 4 drops and it's unplayable or is too very messy, they are going to get hell from their fan base, because you don't do that to Witcher. Like, you do not do that to Witcher. I cannot. Witcher 4, I want to buy it day one because I'm such a massive Witcher fan. I love The Witcher. Witcher 3 is what got me into The Witcher, and I freaking love it. And if The Witcher 4 were to drop and it'd be buggy, oh, that wouldn't be good. You know? So, what, Mark?
I still.
What about him?
Well, what's up?
To chime in.
Oh, I would love to see The Witcher 4. I would hope that it would be good. I mean, it's just...
You said you'd love to see Witcher 4, but Witcher 4 is already in development. Witcher 4 is already in development. You said you'd love to see...
Okay, you know what? I'm excited for it. There you go. Yeah. Even though I have yet to fucking beat Witcher 3.
Well, it's like a 60-hour game, and your attention span's pretty terrible. Cameron, were you going to say something?
Yeah, you're right. I have ADHD, man. It's too bad.
I feel like you were.
I was just saying, I have all 3 Witchers, and I will play through all 3 of them. I just haven't got to it yet.
Funny enough, I own.
So many games
I think I own Witcher 1 and 2
See, at
as
least
well.
I have Cameron.
I think I own Witcher 1 and 2, but never even played them. But I played Witcher 3 twice now, or whatever. Or I played like half of my second playthrough or something. But I'm going to do another playthrough later this year because it's confirmed that a next-gen version of Witcher 3 is dropping later this year. So, Mark, if you want to play through Witcher 3, there's the next-gen PS5 version coming later this year. I think in like the fall.
I have the game, so I might just wait for that. I don't know.
Oh, I'm waiting to play it again until the next-gen version. Riskier said that he hates being part of Gen Z. Well, you know, I can understand that as well.
You're gonna play some more Geometry Dash.
I already told him tomorrow night.
Okay.
Tomorrow night will be the night. Oh yeah. Sonic Frontiers. We gotta talk about this because this is like a big deal for anyone who is a fan of Sonic or likes Sonic as a character, because this was announced like a year ago that we're getting a new Sonic game, and it was teased that it was going to be an open world type of Sonic game. And clearly there won't be fast travel because Sonic fast travels himself. We got a little tease of like 30-40 seconds of gameplay, and it looks pretty promising. My only worry is the world being empty, but that tends to be a worry with open world games, and then they end up being fine in the end. And to be honest, with Sonic, because how fast you can travel, certain areas being a little empty might be okay. But I think Sonic being open world is very interesting. I think it's a neat idea, and I hope that it works out because Sonic hasn't had a good game in a while, like a long time, since like the Wii days of like Sonic Colors. Aside from like remaster, like collections of the classic games and stuff that they've done, there hasn't been like a really awesome Sonic game in so long. You know, feels like forever. I mean, we all have probably played Sonic Adventure 2 on the PlayStation 2 or GameCube because it was such a good game with the KO world, with the KOs. Like, it's so good. It's such a good game. Such a good classic Sonic game. Everyone knows what Sonic Adventure 2 is. Everyone knows what Sonic Heroes is. Like, they're just classics. You know, they were like some of the best Sonic games. And now that we've had 2 Sonic movies, and the movies are they're really in their, like, Sonic, if this game succeeds, Sonic truly is in his best time he's been in years, because the second movie, I know none of you have seen it, but it is so good. So good. Way better than the first movie. Like, they took aspects from the cartoons, from the games, like, it's awesome. Sonic 2 was so good. It was a wonderful movie. But seriously, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on an open world Sonic game, you know, what we're getting. I think it's interesting.
I think that would be cool. It's definitely an interesting idea. Because like Sonic games in the past have always been so linear. You know, like, well, with like just being like how they always were. But I think it's a nice, neat like twist to a Sonic thing that might reel in like a different type of gaming audience. Like there's like the more like the open world gamers, like maybe more of them would join into this.
Sean, what do you think of it? I know you played a lot of Sonic.
I'm hoping it'll be good, but since he moves so fast, like if they made a world that was like the Legend of Zelda world, you know, open world like that, they'd have to make it like probably twice as big because he moves so quickly.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, and Breath of the Wild's really big, but because how fast Sonic can move, yeah. And another when it comes to, I'm curious, like, if Sonic, you know how he has the gold form that's like Super Saiyan, Super Sonic, if he ends up getting that in the game, let's say he ends up getting that at some point, like, he kind of flies around with that form and stuff, and I'm curious, like, how that would work as well, you know, in it. I don't know. Cameron, what do you think of an open world Sonic game? What do you think of it? I know you didn't see the thing on it, but still.
I've never, the last time I played a Sonic game was, I think it was on the DS.
DS. That's interesting.
I don't. Other than that, I don't think I've ever played a Sonic game.
Really? You really?
I've only played the one on the Wii.
I'm gonna tell you right now. You need to go to Steam and get Sonic Adventure 2 because that is most people say that's the best Sonic game ever made. It's really, really good. Sonic Adventure 2 is really, really freaking good. You will spend so much time in the KO world with your KOs. They're essentially these little things that are like Pokemon, and you train them, and there's like sports that they do, and as you play the game more, you level them up and different things. It's very interesting. And that's just like a separate thing from like the main game, the KO world that you go to, and you can make them different colors. You can hatch more of them, and it's really cool. It's really cool. I used to spend so much time there when I was younger, playing in the KO world alone in that game.
Sounds pretty much exactly like Pokemon.
Yeah, in some aspects it was an idea similar to Pokemon. Yeah, in some aspects the KO world was just something super cool that they added in that game, and everyone to this day a lot of people still want a Sonic Adventure 3. I don't remember how the second one ended though, but I mean everyone knows that the main, like the first level music where Sonic's getting chased by that giant semi-truck for whatever reason, the rolling around at the speed of sound, everyone knows that music because it's just iconic, you know. It was one of those iconic themes, you know, for when it comes to Sonic and Sonic games. And I love the classic ones too and stuff, but the ones that always stood out for me was Sonic Heroes and Sonic Adventure 2 at least. I don't know if I really played the first one much. I know I played it before, but it was so long ago that I wouldn't really remember much when it comes to that game.
I can't read that.
Hmm?
Oh, I went to look at more details of something. The game sent me to a Japanese Twitter.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm like, yep, can't read that.
I was gonna mention.
Apparently, a new Star Ocean is coming out at the end of June.
Probably end of June. It's probably. I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I honestly only played one
Yeah.
Star Ocean game. I only played till the End of Time, on PS2 way back.
That
I
was
was
good too.
I was in like 5th grade or something when I was playing that game, and I was enjoying it. I never rebought it though. But it was a pretty good game. So realistically, I can't talk much on this because none of you guys like play Pokemon. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is getting new updates tomorrow. And if you've seen anything on Pokemon Legends Arceus, which I'm sure you all at least have seen something on that game, it was a completely different concept for Pokemon where you're with your human character, you could hide in the grass and roll through the grass and sneak up on Pokemon to capture them and stuff. It wasn't all about, oh, turn-based combat, of battle this Pokemon with your Pokemon, oh, a Pokemon League. Like, that was all not there. And it was semi-open. It wasn't fully open world because it had a hub world, the way like Monster Hunter does. And we're getting more news on Generation 9 tomorrow. And I'm curious, it's supposed to be open world. I hope they do what Pokemon Legends Arceus did, because a lot of people who don't normally play Pokemon or haven't since the 90s or early 2000s played Arceus because it was different and they liked it. And I hope that they continue with that kind of thing for Pokemon and don't take a step back. That's what people were waiting for with Pokemon. Like, Pokemon sells. Look. Pokemon, it is the highest selling video game franchise ever made. It is the highest selling type of entertainment ever made for whatever reason, because Pokemon is just that big at this point, 26 years later. This year was 25. Or wait, was it last year? Last year was 25. This year's 26 years. But I think that their games sell even more when they do something different and innovative. Granted, their graphics, because of the Switch's... No, I don't want to say because of the Switch's hardware, because Breath of the Wild looks good. But I think Pokemon does need a graphics improvement, for sure.
It says Mario was the highest selling franchise ever, according to this.
I don't know. When it comes to actual pop culture entertainment and stuff, Pokemon is top notch. 100%. It is the highest selling, most popular franchise on the planet is Pokemon, technically. I mean, heck, look what happened with Pokemon Go back in 2016. Everybody and their cousin was playing that frickin' game when they weren't even a Pokemon fan. Because everyone decided that it was cool to play Pokemon Go. And then some kid got hit by a car or something and they wanted to sue. It's like, okay.
According to this, Pokemon is ranked 4.
Yeah, no. There's no way.
It says Call of Duty has outranked it by a couple million.
Weird.
Oh, dear God.
And Tetris beat that.
Are we talking sales numbers? No, we're not talking sales numbers.
Yeah.
There's the
highest selling video game series of all times.
Okay.
Where's Elder Scrolls ranked? Just out of curiosity.
Let's see if it's on here. Not on here.
Damn.
Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, and
Probably
Legend
within the
Arceus,
top
but
30.
no open world Kirby. Well, we didn't get open world
Top
Kirby.
10.
We didn't get open world Kirby, but we got it's linear, but it's because it's level based. Yeah, we didn't get open world Kirby, but I think the newest Kirby, Forgotten Land, is a step in the right direction for Kirby. Absolutely, it's a good game. I think Forgotten Land is a really good game and is a step in the right direction for Kirby. I think Kirby in the future will get an open world game eventually, later down the line. And it'll be something interesting because I don't know if any of you played Sonic Riders back on the GameCube. Or not Sonic Riders. Kirby Air Ride. Kirby Air Ride. It was a racing Kirby game, basically. Kind of. It was really fun. And I think they could... Kirby, like the Kirby characters... Different ones had different like vehicles and stuff, but Kirby would like ride on his star, and I think for like traveling, Kirby could be like on his star, and at least for traveling, I don't know about.
Sorry, going back to the bad subject, I went to a different thing, and yeah, Pokemon's leading apparently on this one
Yeah, that makes
at
complete
sales
sense.
of 100 billion.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna say Pokemon is the highest selling franchise of all time.
Star Wars follows it on this one at 70 billion, and then Mario at 38.
It's so weird how those lists work. I don't know where where those sites get their lists, but I figured like yeah, Pokemon is the highest selling franchise of all time. But yeah, you guys would probably agree with me on the whole Pokemon thing. I mean, you guys probably don't have much input, like I said, because none of you really play Pokemon like me, so it's just you guys.
That's true. I do not play it like you.
At the very least, you guys would probably agree that what they did with Arceus is something they need to do going forward because it was a step in the right direction of something different, and not the same thing every game.
Yeah.
Essentially, because my brother for the longest time would say, "Played one. If you played one, you played them all." You know. I mean, I kind of disagree, but when it comes to collecting all the badges and beat the Elite Four, yeah, I get that. The stories were a little different, but the gameplay and the concept of the storyline and stuff was the same for so long. And then they tried a few different things. Sun and Moon, they had like this island thing. They didn't have badges. But the majority of the games were collect your 7 badges, beat the Elite Four, and capture your legendaries, catch them all, Which catch them all, that'll never go away. But that'll never go away. But what I mean, what I mean is, what Arceus did was a step in the right direction, and I hope that Scarlet and Violet, which there will be stuff on tomorrow, is the same kind of situation, and it's supposed to be open world. So, although they might do badges again, but as long as it's open world and has gameplay similar to Arceus, with a twist, adding some new mechanics or whatever, I think that's a good thing. So,
are they making a new JoJo game?
They just recently came out with like a remastered version of the previous one. Other than that, I don't know. We'll get Mark to try Naruto Shinobi Striker, right? For PlayStation Plus, that's gonna be free. It's gonna be free.
It's free. You can try it
No chance.
Are you gonna add it to your library though? You gonna add it to your library to never play?
No.
He's not even gonna add it to his library when it's free.
That's not even there's no chance on earth. Like hell,
we play Dragon Ball then?
For me to touch it.
Yeah, you.
No, because I wouldn't understand anything that's going on because I haven't even watched the whole show. So it's like any of the story-based Dragon Ball games. Like the fighting ones maybe, but like the ones that are story-based, I probably wouldn't.
You know what I really want to see come back? That I hope Nintendo brings back is F-Zero. I want to see a new F-Zero. I really want to see a new one.
That would
I
be
used to
really
have that
cool.
game.
Yeah.
That would be really cool, honestly.
I used to play that in Pilot Wings. I remember back in the day.
F-Zero is... It's been a long time since there's been a new one. I think the Wii had one, but I don't remember. I don't remember much from it.
Yeah, I do remember something about a new F-Zero.
There was so much about the Wii that I missed out on back in the day. It's ridiculous. Like, there were so many games that I missed out on. I don't even remember what all I played growing up on the Wii. Like, the fact that when I was younger I didn't play Mario Galaxy until I got older is ridiculous. It's, like, absolutely ridiculous that I missed out on that. Wonder if stream's getting lagged tonight. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'll upload whatever goes through. Hour and
the last one they made was a Game Boy Advance version in 04.
Game Boy Advance F-Zero?
Yeah.
Really?
It was F-Zero Climax. At least what it says here.
It's been that long since F-Zero? Are you looking up the most recent F-Zero? Is that what you looked up?
It has a release date thing on the side of the article here.
Most recent F-Zero game. That's what I want to know.
It hasn't been updated.
There's no way.
According to this, is 04.
You're kidding. For Game Boy Advance? There was no console
Yeah,
one on the
it's
Wii?
it says right here.
I mean, I know
That's
there was
really
one on the
specific, yeah.
GameCube, but that definitely was before that. Really? Hang on. Most recent F-Zero game. Huh. That's insane.
Yep.
There hasn't been an
18 years ago.
F-Zero's been that dead?
Yep.
Hang on. There was a thing, actually, whoa, this was recently. May 14th, Reggie explains why there hasn't been a new F-Zero game. What's the reason? Bless you, Mark. One classic Nintendo franchise, which fans...
Thank you.
Yep. Why was F-Zero abandoned? The insight I would share is that, at least during my tenure, Nintendo developers were always experimenting with different gameplay styles, always thinking about where a unique experience could be applied back, either to an existing franchise or maybe creating a new franchise. My bet is that somewhere in the Kyoto development centers, some developer is playing around with an idea that might be applied to F-Zero. It's never a situation, at least in my experience, where the company makes a conscious decision not to continue supporting XYZ franchise. Historically, it just hasn't worked that way, not when I was there. Dang, man. It makes sense what he said, but... Golden Sun is another classic Nintendo franchise that's been abandoned, which was only a handheld Game Boy. Those games. It was only a Game Boy Advance thing, which I've never played Golden Sun. Sean, have you played it? It's turn-based. Golden Sun from back on Game Boy Advance. Because I never had played it, but the main character, people wanted in Smash. He's an assist trophy, but people wanted him as an actual character in Smash.
Looks familiar.
See, Cameron and Mark were too young for the Game Boy Advance, right? When it came out.
I have a Game Boy.
I played a Game Boy. I don't remember which one when I was a kid, but other than that, I didn't play it at all.
Nope, I did not.
No? Huh. Okay. Yeah,
Alright, so, it's my dad's, but, yeah, Game Boy.
Dennis has one of those too.
Well, Cameron, maybe you've seen I took it apart and refurbished it for a YouTube video that I uploaded just yesterday, I believe. Yeah, I uploaded it yesterday, last night. It took me a whole day to get everything good to go, like brand new. I also ordered for a few bucks a new screen protector thing. Not like, you know how the actual screen has like a plastic thing over top? Like if you look at it, that's not the actual screen that you're looking at.
It's taken off.
Oh, it's taken off. Okay, well, yeah, that piece.
Yeah.
That piece that goes there, I ordered a new one because the one after I refurbished the Game Boy, it the piece that was on there is all scratched to hell, so I bought a new piece to put there. But yeah, I completely refurbished it from the ground up. Got rid of any of the like yellowish color that was on there and stuff, and the soap and water was all brown, pretty gross.
It never gets past this weird screen where it just has like this line come down.
Is there a game in it?
And it makes like a ding sound.
Is there a game in it?
Does it have to have a game in it?
Yeah.
No.
For it to do that.
Should.
Yeah, if there's not a game in it, it will do that. Because I was going to say, if there's something wrong with it, I'll take a look at it. But no, that's because there's no game in it. That's the only reason why it's got that line or whatever. The OG. It came out, it came out in 1989, so it's, you know.
Is that fucking old?
Yes. The original Game Boy was 1989, dude.
Came out the same...
Huh. You didn't know that?
Came out the same year as I didn't know that.
Yeah,
the same year as Nine Inch Nails' Pretty Hate Machine.
Because there was the Game Boy, there was the Game Boy Pocket, then I think then it was the Game Boy. Yeah, I went Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, Then there was one with a light on the screen. Game Boy Light, I think it was called. Then the Game Boy Color. Then the Game Boy Advance finally came after the Game Boy Color. Then I think it was the Game Boy Micro. And then it was the Game Boy Advance SP. So there was like 7 different iterations for the Game Boy before we hit the Nintendo DS. And the first DS came out in 2004. So the very first DS is also quite old. It's almost 20 years old. The first DS will be 20 years old in a couple of years. That's actually kind of insane.
That makes me feel old.
Makes you feel
Third
old
time,
when
it'll be
you
worse.
were born, what, in like 2000 or something? Or 2001? You were born like right before the DS came out. Not that long before, a few years, maybe.
That ain't nothing. I can beat that easy.
Oh yeah, Sean, you were already born when the original Game Boy came out,
I was born the year MTV started.
which was what year?
81.
Okay, yeah. Sean does not look his age.
So the DS came out in, what was it, 2004?
Yep, 04. Pretty sure.
There's so many
So I
iterations.
was 3 when it came out.
I was
born 2
8.
months after 9/11.
I was 8.
Yeah, I was two
no, I was
when it
born-
came out.
No, I was born 2 months before, not 9/11, not after, before.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Game Boy Advance would have came out the year Cameron was born then, because it came out in 01.
Gotcha.
What month in 01?
You said the Advance, not the Advance
March,
SP?
March 21st.
You said the
All right,
Advance?
so it's a couple months older than
It
me.
just says Advance. It just says Advance. But I thought it was
Gotcha.
the same year.
So after the DS, there was the DS Lite, then the no, DSi, right? Or was it DS Lite or DSi? DS
The
Lite
DS
was first.
Lite was,
Yeah.
The DS Lite was 06.
Yeah, the DS Lite was before the DSi because the DS Lite still had the Game Boy Advance cartridge in it.
Yeah, the DSi was 2012.
Okay,
the DSi
yeah.
was way after.
Yeah, because the final DSs that they made was like 2016 or 18. It was like 18 or something. It was a ways in for the last.
Damn it, Dennis! Stop making me buy out or get all my consoles here. All right.
I could get my whole collection,
I only have
but
so
I don't
much
want to.
desk space.
You don't have to. You guys don't have
No,
to
I'm
do
joking.
this.
No,
I
Okay,
have
if
a whole
you
shelf
mention
full.
something I
Mine's
have, I'm gonna bring it.
downstairs.
I'm still working on my collection.
That's
I
why
want
I
to.
go to sticker.
Downstairs.
I need to work on my. I'm still working on my handheld collection over time. I actually want to get a new DS Lite, the original DS. I have a new 3DS XL. I might actually get a 2DS eventually too down the line, but there's other Game Boys I want to get too. So I don't know. I love my handhelds. They're cool.
Some of the Dennis wants.
Oh, the DS Lite. I
Mhm.
might end up getting the Mario DS Lite instead. I don't know, I like it. But yeah. The gold ain't bad. I like the modded version of that DS though. It's got black and gold. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, he's got his Mario DSi, which that's a nice one for sure. The exclusive ones are always pretty nice. And they're more expensive, naturally. Yeah, I need a DS or a DS Lite regardless though, because I have Guitar Hero for it. But I can't play it on my new 3DS XL, obviously. Because it being older and all. Okay, I can close that now. There's not much else to talk about this week.
Actually,
What now?
Sonic Frontier gameplay shows Shadow of the Colossus style boss fights.
Kinda. I can kinda see that. 64% club sub. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see that because Sonic's kind of fighting these giant things, but these giant robot things. But I mean, it's not like Shadow of Colossus. It's got a vibe maybe, but like it's so different because it's Sonic. I mean, he jumps around and goes at super speed and freaking does crazy stuff. Whereas that, it's just a kid on his egg roll horse that egg roll, and as we call them.
Like egg roll.
And dope. It's funny because Shadow of the Colossus is like such a great classic, and I'm glad that Blue Point had brought that back. But the world is really empty, very empty in that game. Like that is one of the most empty worlds. It's a fun game. Like fighting the Colossi is really cool, but yeah, that game is so empty. Shadow of the Colossus. So Blue Point made that as well. They're just really good with remastering stuff. That Demon Souls, man, they did. That's the best they've done. Like, Demon Souls looks better than Elden Ring visually, which is pretty insane. That's why I want Blue Point to do Bloodborne, but beats me if that's actually happening or not. Cameron's over there playing with his DS Lite now. That's funny.
Oh, sorry, I got distracted.
No, you're good. You're good.
I was gonna try and turn mine on, but mine won't turn on. It's not charged.
Oh, oof, boo-hoo. I was gonna say I need to add everybody.
An absolute noob maneuver.
I need to add everyone as friends just for the heck of it, even though we're never gonna. It's gonna say you're not online for like 7 years or something, and you know,
Probably.
you can't even like play anything together really. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. Definitely shorter tonight.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on though.
Yeah, next week there'll
will
be
a lot more.
there'll be a little more next week. There ain't gonna be a whole lot, but 2 weeks out, there's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot in a couple weeks, because we got the Xbox show, the Xbox Bethesda show, and we have Summer Game Fest, which is gonna be a lot to talk about, you know. But I mean, next week we'll at least have the Sony State of Play to talk about, and obviously there's gonna be a full Sonic trailer I think tomorrow, and there's gonna be Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is getting more tomorrow as well. So, I mean, there'll be a few things, those alone, and then hopefully there'll be more. But in a couple weeks, yeah, there'll be like a ton. I'd love to get more people on here, but you know, I don't know. People just have lives, I guess. Apparently none of us do. I don't know. No, we do. It's just that's why I do it at night, because I figure people have the time to actually join in, but I don't know.
It's okay. I never claimed to have a life.
I don't at the moment because I'm not working. So.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, when you are working, hopefully, clearly Tommy was out, so even if you were late to the podcast to talk with us, I mean, you know, it'd still be nice.
Yeah. Tommy's usually out by like 10 o'clock-ish or around that time.
So 10:30 is still not bad, even if you were here by like 11-ish, you know, like, that'd be cool, you know.
Yeah.
As long as you show up in some kind of way. I mean, you three I know obviously still always will join. It's just all these other people I don't even know. They got work going on and different things. I mean, I know Yoshi Live Sheldon would love to join every week, but he got a new job recently and his schedule's been all out of whack with his streams and stuff, because you know he's trying to stream on Twitch all the time as well, and he streamed last night I think around 8 for like 2.5 hours, which normally he streams way longer, but something with work and stuff, I don't know. When you get a new job, I guess sometimes that kind of thing happens. So
Hear that.
I don't know. I don't got much else to say. We talked about pretty much everything this week that I can think of. And Sean, you kind of looked into game news and stuff. So, I mean...
Yeah, there's not a lot going on at the moment.
There's not a ton. I mean, not for a couple of weeks. In a couple of weeks, there'll be a lot. So, like... and Mario Strikers is coming, too. In under 2 weeks. Mark, you said you're getting it, right? So, if you want to play online with me and Phil...
If I have the money.
Oh, right. Well, if you want to come over that weekend, if you're not working yet or anything, not next week, not this coming weekend, but the weekend after, if you want to come over and play with me and Phil, then you can.
I'm down.
Cool. I figured you might not be busy, so...
It just depends on what's going on, but the only thing I got going on is gym, so as long as it works out with my gym schedule, I don't care.
GTO.
I mean, that weekend you can come over whenever. I'm picking up Phil on Friday, and we're going to be playing till Sunday, so... And then we got to film the skit and different things for the review, talk about the game and different things. which is gonna be very interesting, to say the least. I already got some of the stuff, so for the review. I'm not done. I'm not done buying stuff. I got a little more I gotta get, but I'm almost there. I would love to get a Princess Peach crown, but I don't got James, and Phil wouldn't do it. I know he wouldn't.
I feel like that's the only way that would work is if you could get James to do it. I feel like that'd be the funniest way to do it.
Absolutely.
Get a hold of James. It wouldn't be too hard.
Well, James hasn't got any facial hair, so it's easier. Like you can't really do it with Phil because it'll just look like Peach.
Phil's gonna be
80-year-old
so Phil's
and a
just
cross-dresser.
Phil's gonna be Mario with facial hair, unless he shaves. I think he said he was gonna shave for it. Apparently, for the Strikers.
Blasphemy.
Yeah, apparently
Blasphemy.
he literally said to me that he was gonna shave to be Mario. So we'll see.
Unacceptable.
We will see.
It means he's got to keep the stash then.
Well, I have fake stashes.
Yeah, exactly.
I have prop fake stashes, like purposely for it.
He's
but
just
that
going to look
means
like
you
a
can
really
still
sad porn
pay.
star at that point.
Well, I mean, I don't know. They were part of like the whole set of stuff that I bought. There's like a whole bunch of different ones. Like, hang on.
Oh, it's all good.
Okay. If I look in this box here, if I go, where is it? Right here. There is. So there is the Smarty, the Rogue, the Scoundrel, the Casanova, the Party Boy, and the Bandit. Look at these. There's a whole bunch here.
Oh God,
Yeah,
that is wonderful.
those aren't the ones we're gonna be
The third
using.
one down's Mario.
Yeah,
No,
the
no,
third
no,
one down
no.
the
That's not the.
right?
No, that's
What's
not
it
the
called?
one. I have two of these. These are the ones. The main one to use. Or is it supposed to be the other way? No. I think it's. Or no, it's this way. It'd be this way. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have to be.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the main one, for sure. Fantastic. So yeah.
Alrighty.
That's that. So that'll be interesting when we do that. But yeah, there's no other. She's still playing his DS Lite.
Currently.
Cameron, what are you playing?
Okay, so don't make fun of me, but brain age.
No wrong with that.
Okay.
I'm currently doing Sudoku. I mean, you can't see it, but
Yeah.
yeah, you can't see it, but I'm
No,
doing
no.
Sudoku.
Interesting.
Nothing wrong with that. It works.
That's like the one where you do like math with that
What?
guy. So like pixelated. That's like the game where you do
Yeah.
like math.
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
pixelated
Yeah,
thing,
doing
right?
expressions.
They made
Mhm.
multiple
I
of
remember
it.
playing that one.
Yeah.
I have two of them. I don't know where the first one is, but I'm currently on the second.
Hmm. I thought there was something else I
Alright,
was gonna
then.
say, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess it was nothing important anyway. So yeah, we went for about an hour and a half. That's not bad, honestly. To be honest, that's definitely not bad at all for a week that I feel like there hasn't been quite as much. Yeah, we got the state of play announcement and stuff, and there was a few other things and trailers and junk. But until the state of play, like after the state of play, I'm gonna make notes for week 7. Of all the list of all the things in it, and we'll just talk about like each thing that was in the state of play. So Mark, you're gonna have to look into the state of play on Thursday, or at least the stuff that was in it. Like you don't have to watch it, but like at least look at the
Highlights.
different things that were in there, from the Sony state of play. That way next week
Oh, yeah, I'll look in.
kind of what was in there. Same with you, Cameron. But I'm sure you'll hear some things. He's using his brain with brain age right now. His brain is just going into brain age. I was saying
I'm sorry,
You're good.
I'm just in a panel where there's no 9, and I tried putting 9 in 2 spaces where there could possibly be, and there's just no fucking 9 in either of them, so I have no idea what the problem is.
Well, I was saying that the Sony State of Play on Thursday, like even if you don't watch it, just look at like the list of like the stuff that was announced and stuff.
Highlights.
Yeah, the highlights or whatever. That way, next week when we go through like the different games and different things that were announced and shown off, like I'll have the list of the stuff that we can talk about, like each thing that was announced in the State of Play, you know. We'll just talk about every single thing that was announced that's shown. I'll just make a list of all the stuff that was shown or whatever. Or maybe not even make a list. Maybe not even make a list. I'll be able to just boot up what was shown, you know, and just talk about each thing. So yeah. But other than that, yeah. I mean, Cameron's over there using his brain. I mean, he doesn't use it at work, so who uses it in retail? No one uses their brain.
True.
I don't use my brain. I just pick up some jugs and throw them on the shelf. You know.
Cameron's just in an I don't give a fuck mode every day. That's what
Literally.
I remember. Cameron's just in I don't give a fuck mode. That's just how he is.
Yeah.
Well, okay, like I'm sorry to say this on your stream here, Dennis, but
I could end.
I fucking hate Meyer. I hate
Meyer
so much.
Well, no one will see that. It's okay. They don't even know about my YouTube channel, so you know.
Fair enough. Meyer's just a terrible company.
Yeah.
Okay,
really
I'll end it and then we can talk more if we want to. All right. Well, these two down. Or wait. They obviously they're watching from me. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Where can they find you guys? Him down there, Mark, has nothing. He just has nothing. But you know, you guys.
No.
Cameron and Sean.
He doesn't stream yet.
Cameron,
No.
where's the background?
Wait. I gotta do my special thing. You know I gotta do it.
Yep. And you'll find me at Aggravated Hobo on Twitch.
You'll find him right there, Farbin Kyber 13. For anyone who's... You know what's crazy is last week's podcast has like 300 views right now, which is actually crazy because that's the most that any of them have done. Yeah, so that's pretty dang cool. Yeah, I'll link them in the description. Thank you to anyone who decided to watch this and actually made it to the end after we stopped talking about some of the like video game related stuff and whatnot. Well, we kind of were still somewhat on topic, but you know, all the main news we covered we stopped like 20-30 minutes ago. I don't know, because things starting getting slow. But anyways, thanks so much for watching the week 6 of the podcast gaming show, and we'll be back next week for more stuff. See you guys next time.